foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause I blame she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team count, that's a big number.
Hey boys, coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough.
Here we go.
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Make it count for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never run they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah we in it for the.
All right, gentlemen, you must have had your oats this morning because today was a great practice.
All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, now go back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Got his man. It's Eifert. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The numbers for Mixon last week: 5 carries, 54 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one to Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Back to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got Green. He won't go down. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with a lucky number 13. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Joe Mixon. Still up through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 70. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the drive starts with a completion, left side. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. This quarterback now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incomplete. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The end result, 21 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon standing alone with a new NFL record, 32nd touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he breaks through another tackle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Open man is Ross, complete.
Let's go.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack. chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Mixon with a first down carry. And fights through one man. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. He'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man open. It's Ross. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. He's at the 50. The 30, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, oh God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 minutes.
Ready. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Ready. See Lonnie. Ready, go. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, man, I'll deal with the ass, try to get guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on, smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, they can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when attacking like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need to leash, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed the emerging victorious. Years blessed, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no in the man, I'll deal with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, they do what I want, they do what they can, got it on, smash, put in the...
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as...
They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Mixin', fixin' for another big game. Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the New England Patriots. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll drop to throw. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Whoosh. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati, and even 40 yards. Now that's two big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first tonight. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now back to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The numbers for Eifert in that game last week, 6 catches, 103 in the yardage department.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a cap around this season.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving time. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 8 yards out, and the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything? So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pushing tacklers aside. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the pass. We pick it up, 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 26th touchdown. Drawing. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And shedding his way forward. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin with a battle of two Northeastern squads, Buffalo at Heinz Field to take on Pittsburgh. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Zay Jones, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 28-11 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught Eifert over the middle. He won't go down. .22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed.
And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's got Green. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And Eifert has it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's 3rd down now. Sliding out of the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Boyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Finding Green complete. Still going. There goes Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On 1st down, Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The throw over the middle taken in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know their playing people are thinking, how can I get some more score?
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Fighting him off. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their playoff hopes
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hop with a squad. I'm playing my part.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Green here. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
2nd and 3. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 21st touchdown of the season. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 10. Green brings it in. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Mixon on the draw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Tyler Eifert, 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon will try the right side. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they wipe. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And some space here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 92 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it to Boyd. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A.J. Green. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin with a run by Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, he's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And now running right through it. And all the way up to the 46. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added it. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those...
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to act like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, them out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to act like I don't know no bill.
Let's go, let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it?
Here we go. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, it's to get rich and dead trying. This ain't living through it, just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real.
The pressure is on. This one is for the gold.
Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something.
Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show him skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show him skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just throw my wheels. I keep it in so for real. Who feeling that glow in him? I'm giving that soldier skill. My dream is cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show him skills. Yeah. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football?
Matching. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. 30, 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 20. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Still churning. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Boyd. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He's got daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll set up to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's a run with Mixon, and he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 20. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've come upon halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does... After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. The 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. He'll drop to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And they take over, they'll set up shop. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll drop the throw. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll set up a throw. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run it.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they've indeed run the table here.
boys. Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough.
This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up next. Do what you can and do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real, moving in that glowing hill. I'm giving they soldier chills, my true that cold is chill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show skills. Yeah. First off, shit acts like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, big this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know.
No pressure, but this is it. We are going for gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen,